Hey everybody, this is Juddy, J&J True Outdoor Adventures. Got Big Al right here.
Oh, yeah.
Still waiting for Jared to sign in. I do have Newman Brown of Run and Gun Game Calls online, and that's what we're giving away is a custom-made call that I've got here that he made out of curly maple. Got the striker right here. We're going to be giving that away here shortly, but I wanted him to come on and tell us about the kind of calls he makes, what kind of calls he has, and then we'll go through and do the giveaway. So I'll get him on here in just a second. He has trying to remember what Run and Gun Game Calls YouTube channel. Plus, he's got a Run and Gun Game Calls Facebook page. Newman, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you had that until a little while ago, or I'd have put a link to that on there. But so I'm going to introduce Newman Brown of Run and Gun Game Calls, let him talk about his calls a little bit. So here's Newman. How you doing, Newman?
Hey, Juddy. How you doing, pal? Can you all hear me?
All right.
Good. I'm glad you can hear me. Yeah, guys. Like Juddy and his son Jared, and like Alvin, I grew up here in the hills of West Virginia. Just have a passion for getting out in the woods. I love hunting. I love getting out. Now, I got to tell you, I live vicariously through my 11-year-old. I enjoy taking him. It's like doing it all over again. So taking him turkey hunting and picking salamanders up when we go across creek beds and feeling like a little kid. Hey, listen, man, that's I feel like a little kid again doing this stuff with him. I've got my own little best friend out there with me and having fun in the woods. And I'll be honest with you. I thought when I lost my dad a couple years ago, it kind of it damaged me enjoying outdoors because that was what me and Dad always did together. But my youngest son wanted to do it. He loves going out with me, and it rekindled that. So I'm getting to be that role for my son that my dad was for me. So I love it. It's just a family tradition. But let's talk about the calls I make, guys. I started out making mouth calls. The reason I started making mouth calls, gosh, 22 years ago, I was winning calling contests, but I wasn't real happy with the calls I was buying in the store because of consistency. Where when you stretch out, if you stretch out a big long piece of latex, it's tighter in the middle than it is on the ends. And these mass-produced calls, and I'm not going to mention any names, the mass-produced calls, they just wasn't as consistent as what I needed for doing that. Well, contest callers started buying calls off of me. And I was giving them away, but it got to the point where I had to start charging for them, and it grew, and it became its own little thing. The spark became the fire, in other words.
Yeah.
And but man, I won't sell a call if I don't believe in it. Every call I've made, I've killed turkeys with. I believe in them, and I make it a purpose if I come out with a call, because I don't come out with new calls every year. I make it a purpose. If I want to use a call, it's got to sound right. It's got to have that high end pitch and then drop off. And if it don't sound right, I don't sell it. And I make a point to kill a turkey with every call I make. Man, that green-eyed monster's killed a lot of turkeys.
Well, I know that's what Jared. I think that's what Jared was using when he killed his first one, and of course, I got mine, and I called that one in on opening day, but I missed. But it is an awesome call. I mean, even it works upside down too. So. But you go ahead with what other calls you make.
Yeah, so we make the mouth calls. We make box calls. I mean, listen, guys, on a windy day, there's nothing like a box call to cut through the wind. I don't use one a whole lot unless I'm trying to get one to gobble. We're getting close to noon, and I'm trying to get one to tell on himself so I can try to get on him real quick. We make the slate calls, the wood pot slate calls. Those are very nice calls. We do what Juddy is going to be giving away. It's the wood pot slate call with the picture under glass. Those are really nice calls. We do the
hey, no one. I hate to interrupt. I wish. Yeah, let's see. It looks like Jared's here. Let me bring Jared online. There's Jared.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, Newman's talking about the type of calls he's make, but you talking about the glass call with what's in behind it and everything. Jared's got his call that Louisa got him for his, I think it was his birthday in June last year, and it's got the whole group. It's got him, me, Big Al, and it's got the original guys in our group that used to hunt, and those make great memorial type calls. I mean, yeah, it's glass. You don't want to have to sand it, because you're going to sand over a picture or something. But if you're wanting to give something to somebody for a memorabilium or something, those would be great, because you can put somebody, your father's picture in there, or your son's first gobbler he killed or something. Go ahead now.
You're all right. We also make glass calls that are half sandblasted just for use. We got this one here called Rebel Yelp. That's a great seller. It sounds amazing. It's a great call. I hate making them, but I do make wing bones. They take so much time. I got to charge quite a bit for those, but I do make the wing bone calls. They're a great call, but they're a ton of work to make. We make tube calls. I don't see tube calls a lot, guys, and tube calls are fantastic turkey calls. I did a tutorial on them last year. I'm probably doing another one this year. The tube calls are, especially if you have dentures or you have a hard time using a mouth call, it's like an external mouth call. You can hold it outside your mouth into it, kind of like a trumpet. Makes a great turkey call. Great and easy to use. Yeah. And of course, on the lathe this year, I started making our owl hooters and our crow calls, which are fantastic calls. So about any kind of turkey call you could think of, I can make. And if I don't make it in regular production, special order, I can request them or I can make them. Just like I've never made a ceramic surface turkey call, but I had a guy ask me the other day. So I'm going to research and do some work and make him a ceramic surface turkey call, which are supposed to be real good. Copper turkey calls, copper surface turkey calls, and aluminum. Those are real good calls. They're not something I run in my regular production line, but I can make them. Any turkey call you've ever heard of, I can make it.
Right. What about a box call? Do you make box calls?
Absolutely make box calls. And
I need to get one of those, by the way.
Okay. I make the double-sided regular box call. And my personal favorite is what they call a boat paddle box call. So it looks like a regular box call with the handle on top. But coming off the bottom of the box, it's also got a handle. So you're not deadening the sound by grabbing the box at all. So you're holding the handle on the bottom and the handle of the lid, and your hands never touch that sound chamber to kill the sound on that box call. Because one of the biggest mistakes people make with a box call is they just grab the box, and you're killing your chamber, your sound chamber, when you grab the sides of that box.
Right. I've got one that a friend of mine made me about 26 years ago. His name was LT Pike, and
remember LT?
Okay, you know LT? Okay. Well, he had his little turkey call thing called Fired Up. I think that's the stamp he put on, but it had the handle like on the bottom of the chamber that come out, and that's the one I usually use whenever I'm taking a box call. Because like I've said in my videos, I usually have 3 calls. A box call, a pot call, and a mouth call. Yeah, I do that. I use the box call. Jared's known it. Big Al's known it. I'll use that walking in, because it's loud. And get something to sound off. And then as I close the distance, I'll move to the pot call. And then when it gets closer, I don't want no hand movement other than what's on the gun. I got the mouth call then. Of course, I've come close a few times, missed one this year, called him in with the green-eyed monster. And then the second time that I missed was the second day we went out. Jared shows up, and he was kind of late getting there. And he'd shot that one, and it flew over, and I took a shot at it then. But and I guess that's hard.
You're being too nice. I missed that one as well.
Yeah, that's true. But well, Newman, I really appreciate you being on the live with us. This is our first live stream. I know we've got about 22 people watching right now, and I appreciate everybody who's watching. I see the live stream going up there, and I don't have my glasses on, and the reason why I don't, the screen reflects back. So,
say real quick.
Go ahead.
You guys are killing me. Them big, beautiful goatees, and this is about full goatee for me. I just can't.
Well, I noticed something, Newman. Big Al, Jared, take your hats off. You done the same thing. I'm still holding a head of hair.
Well, you're holding on to a partial head of hair.
Okay, whatever.
The reason I cut mine off is it's the same color as your beard.
Well, if you notice what hair I've got on top, same color as my beard. But I know there's a lot of people that have never seen us do a live. You know, tried to do one time for my tree stand, and it just never worked. But with this giveaway we were doing, I said, I've got to learn how to do a live giveaway. And I told everybody in the video that came out on May the 2nd, if they commented on that video, that they would be in the drawing, because I'm going to use the random call generator to choose who's going to be the winner of the pot call. And then, of course, after we get done with the pot call, I have this J&J True Outdoor Adventures coffee mug. So we'll have a second winner who will win this. Newman has a live Facebook feed that he does, every Saturday?
Every Saturday at 8.
Every Saturday at 8. Just go to Newman Brown on Facebook, and he has a live. And he done that last week. We was on there, and he gave away a call, and I went ahead and gave away a coffee mug, and that was Jared. I can't remember his last name. It's on my phone, but I've got my phone tied up. But Jared's mug will be going out in the mail to him this week, and the other mug is due to be here Monday. So whoever wins that tonight will that'll be going out to them. I know you didn't get to hunt yesterday, and I'll possibly end up doing a spoiler thing here, but Jared and Big Al and I, we went hunting yesterday. We heard Jared, was that right? One bird that morning when you owl hooted?
No, we heard a total of 2 or 3. There was one across the road, and there was one across the power line.
Yeah, it's a total of 3.
And so it was one across the road, one across from the power line, and then we heard another one that was up towards like the old ball field, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so there was 3 of them. And then as me and you were walking in, the one that was over across the road towards the power line up where Alvin ended up sitting, that one gobbled at us again. And then we had the one across the creek on the other property that's not ours. We had it gobble at us 3 or 4 or 5 different times. But you could tell by the way it gobbled, it wasn't in play. It was way too far off, and it went off of our property, so you knew that bird wasn't even in play. So I think that was about all the ones we heard.
And when we heard them, we pretty much figured they were roosted.
Yeah.
Because it was early morning. And I know we got in there and we set up and called. We ended up just saying, okay, let's go out on the ridge. We put the decoy out, put my blind up, and we had a great day, but we was there until about 11:30, and we came on out. But
did you hear any guys? You said the goblin quit at daylight. Did y'all hear any hens?
No.
No hens, no clucks, no purrs, no putts, no nothing. I mean, the woods, only thing you heard was the songbirds, and then right there around 10 o'clock, even the songbirds quit, and you could start hearing the chipmunks running through the leaves, and you hear the occasional crow. That was it.
Yeah. So, and I've had some people commenting on the video. I got last week's video up. I think it was last night. And there was people commenting about, May the 1st, about them being quiet and everything, hitting the ground, and a lot of them saying, well, they were hearing birds 2 weeks, 3 weeks before season ever came in. So, they're thinking, it's winding down.
That's a given every year.
Yeah.
Our birds, anybody who doesn't think it's true, they can go test it out themselves. Our birds really start becoming active 3 weeks before our season ever comes in. I mean, a lot of these states surrounding us, their seasons have come in right when they start gobbling real good and everything else. Our season comes in right towards the end. The way I feel about it, it's kind of towards the end. You get some good gobbler action, some good call action for the first 2 weeks or so, and then it starts slacking off, and you start having these days where they're quiet. You get them to gobble on the roost,
Right.
But once they hit the ground, they're not interested. There are still people that kill turkeys. I understand that, and then you see pictures on Facebook and everything. Some people call them in. They added time. DNR did to our season, which of course you guys know. I think they put it on the wrong side of it though. They put it on the end of it rather than the beginning of it. And I personally feel they should have gave us that extra time at the beginning and let us start hunting a little bit sooner. But that's my opinion.
Well, I will tell you, the good thing about this time of year, even though the gobbling slacks off these last 3 weeks, if you can get on one about 10 o'clock, that is a really high probability of killing that bird. When it gets late in season, so let's compare them. Early in season, around 10 or 11 o'clock, when they gobble, they may still have hens with them, breeding them. They're fired up. When you get one fired up at 10 o'clock now, the odds are 80% they're alone, and you got a really, really good chance of killing that turkey. So that you don't get the amount of gobbling as a whole late in season, but when you get on one, if you just pay attention to your setup, you've got a really high probability of killing that turkey.
I was at work today, and one of the guys I worked with, he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "Listen." I was listening, and he goes, "Guess what's out there?" I was like, "What?" "Well, about 30 yards where I work, there's a gobbler over the hill." And I was like, "Yeah, right." And he goes, "No, there is one over there." And he said he's just out there just fluffing and everything. Said he's got 2 jakes with him and a hen. And he went away and brought me back the picture and showed him. Big old gobbler.
Yeah, Alvin showed me the picture.
Yeah. And I said,
What time frame was that, Alvin?
That was right before 12.
You missed your opportunity at a good bird, sir.
Hey, I couldn't tell him I got the 870 in the truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just he come in and we locked the doors. He says, "Come on, I want you to go show you this." And we rode out there, and he stood in one spot. He wasn't moving. Now the 2 jakes were all over the place. The hen was kind of laid back. She was just in her own little world. But he was just standing in this one spot, and he was just looking around, and every now and then you'd hear him fire up, and then he would just fluff up great old big. That tail fan would just come out just beautiful. And I was like, man, why couldn't I see this in the woods?
Well, I seen it Monday, opening day, just for a little bit. But
Old Dead-Eye Juddy.
Yeah. Now, Newman, you've got a YouTube channel also.
I do.
And it's called Run and Gun Game Calls, right?
Correct.
Okay. Just want to let people know about that. Of course, you haven't had much content on lately, but you said you're going to get started trying to put some stuff out.
Right. I've been focused mainly on the Facebook thing. It's where I interact mostly with my customers and my friends and family. But YouTube is such a good resource. So going forward this year, we're going to focus a lot more on YouTube and getting content on YouTube.
Well, what I was hoping to do, but I hadn't done enough study. Like I told everybody, this is our first live stream. And what I'm using, I can do multiple media. Right now I'm just doing YouTube, but I could have done this simultaneously on our J&J True Outdoor Adventures Facebook page. But I didn't want to risk screwing something up before I've done some more digging into making sure that I don't need more bandwidth, or I don't need, Newman, when me and you tested this earlier this week, we lost connection.
Right.
And I did some testing on my internet speed here. Download's just phenomenal, but upload it's 10%, about 10% slower than what the upload speed is.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Jared went sideways. But I know we've been into this now for about 20 minutes, so I want to go first and go ahead and give away the run and gun game call. Like I said, this is out
Make
of
your screen
Curly.
big, Dad. Show that thing.
Huh?
Make your screen the main screen.
Oh, sorry
Show
about
the
that.
call.
I should have done that.
You should have been doing it when people were talking.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. There's the call. Of course, you're getting some glare, and it's Curly Maple. And, of course, it's not been sanded at all. This is the striker that will come with it. It's got Newman Brown's run and gun game calls and his address and everything on it.
You got it upside down.
Do I have it upside down? I apologize. My first live. Give me a break, Jared.
I'm helping you out.
But I'm trying to remember how to get back in there. There we go. Well, now we're all really screwed up. There we go.
I still looked pretty good there. Newman looked pretty good. It was y'all that were screwed up.
Okay. Well, now what I'm going to do is just people bear with me. I got to share what I'm going to do on the screen here. So let me see if I can do this correctly. Okay, share. Okay, we're all three there. Hopefully everybody can see that. This is our studio, and I'm going to copy the link to the May 2nd video. And then I will go over to YouTube random generator, comment generator. I have excluded J&J True Outdoor Adventures because I had responded to a lot of comments. Big Al or Jared hadn't responded to any, so I don't have to exclude them because I haven't made any comments. And I'm going to see how many comments we've had so far. I forgot to put the web page in. See? First YouTube. Oh, there we go. And there's been a total of 47 comments. So, people, your chances are great. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to end up picking... trying to find something here a minute. Okay. I'm going to hit the start button here, and it's going to go through, and it's going to pick a person to win the turkey call. Hopefully, is that, nope, it hasn't went to that page. So let me see something here.
It's kind of hung on the first page you switched it to.
I know what it is. This is something I had to learn. Bear with me, folks. Let's see here. Yeah, this is what I want to share. Okay, there we go. All right, that should be coming up now. That's the random comment generator. Like I said, I've pasted our URL in here for the May 2nd video, and I've excluded us. I'm going to scroll down here to the start, and I better put my glasses on. I have to wear glasses. And now we're running through the comments. And it looks like Walter Straight is the turkey call winner. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And his comment was, J&J, love the video. I'm also a West Virginia boy, love hunting and fishing. Keep the videos coming. Well, we appreciate that comment, Walter. I didn't look to see if you was in the comments or on here. There's so many people on here already. I do apologize. Walter, if you're here, congratulations. And now we're going to go and we're going to pick, again, here's the coffee cup. And if you noticed here on the comment generator, I can pick another winner. So let me first write down who won. Walter Straight. And I'll tell you how you claim your prize here in just a minute. So I'm going to pick another winner. And that's Southpaw 210. And 210 Outdoors. And he is the winner of the coffee mug. And I don't know if he's on.
I think I saw them one a while ago.
He might have been on. I sure hope so. So he knows that he won. I'll go back and look at the comments.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way. Good job. That's another one. But I thought there was one up there.
He might be here. I don't know. It's hard to keep up all this. Like I said, people, please bear with us, first time. So let me write down Southpaw 210 outdoors.
We had people from New York watching, people from Lewisburg watching.
Wow.
I appreciate everybody who's watching.
We had a person from Kanawha County.
My break's over and I got to go back to work, fellas.
All righty,
right.
Newman. Well, appreciate you being here.
Thank you, guys. Hey, to the winners and everybody that participated, congratulations. Stick with us. We're going to be doing more of these giveaways on their channel and mine. Thank you, guys. We'll see you.
See you later, Newman. Okay, so Jared and I and Big Al are still here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show the guys, if you're here, how you can contact us. Let's see here. Hopefully it's sharing. Yeah, it looks like it's sharing our page. No, I need to bring this back up. There we go. You go to our channel, and when it comes up, if you go to the About section and scroll down, you'll see where it says View Email Address, and you'll just click on that. That'll be our email address. All you need to do is email us your name and shipping address to receive your prize. We'll get that out in the mail to you within a week. Jared, do you have anything else? Let me get rid of that screen. You have anything else for our viewers?
I don't, but one of the comments here, West Virginia Chad, start giving some gear away there behind you, Juddy.
Oh, you talking about my reloading stuff? No, I got to keep it reloading stuff. Right now, that's become high dollar merchandise.
Can't part with that stuff. We need that stuff.
Yeah, we got to keep having some ammunition to hunt with. I mean, times are rough right now, and I don't know what people are going to do. The stores, some stores have ammo, some stores don't. But I know I see Rob, the Fluke King, says, yes, I need powder. Well, I don't hoard that. I just got enough to probably load a couple seasons. But all that kind of stuff's getting hard to find. I mean, I know people have had a hard time finding primers. And when they do find the primers, the prices are just ridiculous. But I appreciate everybody come watch this. I mean, we've had this live stream. Oh, Jared's disappeared. Oh, there he is.
I'm playing with stuff. I'm sorry.
I know.
I was reading comments.
We've had this live stream go on now for 30 minutes. And like I said, we done had our giveaway. The turkey call went to Walter Strait, and the coffee mug went to Southpaw 210 Outdoors. And like I said, I don't know. Jared, I bet that's what you was doing, is let's scan through the comments to see if they were on. But this might be something we'll do from time to time. If we get a good feel for this, we might come up with something, some other things that we might want to think about giving away. And especially, I know right now we're coming up on 3,000 subscribers to our channel.
May do a game camera giveaway. It's a game camera that I started using last year, and now Big Al and Dad, they both are using the same camera, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a camera. I'm not going to give too many details right now because we're still really awaiting a good review on it that I need to do. But it's a camera that's not really well known. You probably will not find it in Walmart, and it won't break your pocketbook either.
That's the truth. It won't.
This camera is one of those that the quality surpasses the price by far. The options that are available with it, the things you can do with it, and the fact that it's not one of these $200-$300 cameras, $100 cameras, whatever. If it was stolen, I mean, you put something into the woods, I don't care if it's a hunting club, private property, your property, national forest, you put something in the woods, you take a chance of it getting stolen. But where this one's not extremely expensive, it's not really going to break your pocketbook. If somebody was to steal it, you can afford to buy another one. And that's kind of what I've looked at. I was really considering getting one of the high dollar cutting backs. I've looked at some of the cameras that, send the pictures directly to your phone. That's really neat. I mean, that would be awesome to not have to actually go into the woods, check your camera. One thing, if you're like me, you don't have a whole lot of time. So, between work and family time and other things, sometimes it gets a little hard to go into the woods just to check your camera.
Yeah.
But so if it could send it to your phone, that'd be great. Now, the camera that I'm talking about that I have, it won't do that. It won't send it to your phone. But the quality of the picture and the options available for the delay time and everything else, it's by far one of the better cameras that I've ever used. And my wife, thank you, my wife got me that. I probably would have not bought that camera if she hadn't bought it for me, but she did her homework on it. She read some reviews, and she bought it for me. And like I said, I used it last year on our hunting club, and I'm using it again this year. And I actually have a second one. Again, thank you, Ben. But that could very possibly be the giveaways, one of those cameras.
Okay.
Maybe set them up with a camera, an SD card, and maybe a pack of batteries. That way they're ready to go.
Yeah. I'm going to give a shout out to one of our subscribers here. I'm going to show his comment. Hope he doesn't mind. This is Charles Crethers, and he talks about, thanks for all the videos. I spent my week in the hospital after 3 heart attacks watching you guys' videos. Love them. Keep them. Love them all. Keep up all the great videos. Thanks. And, it's people like that. When we do these videos, we're showing the true hunting here in West Virginia, is the way we call it.
Exactly.
It's not TV. We don't get a kill every time we go out.
No.
We're showing what real hunting's like. It just wouldn't be that much fun to me if you went out every day and was able to get something.
Exactly.
And I think
that would be fun, but the part about it being special would kind of go away.
Yeah,
right.
It would.
Right. But we enjoy the family time. Like Newman had mentioned earlier about his dad and his son. That was the whole thing about when we done J&J True Outdoor Adventures, was to show the real hunting in the woods, not in the fields, crop fields, food plots, whatever. Yeah, I know we do have feeders out when we're bow hunting. But we show the good stuff. We show the bad stuff, the slow times, the fast times. Sometimes things happen so quick. We get a lot of comments. People ask about kill shot. Well, when you're self-videoing, you don't have somebody sitting behind you, somebody in a blind across from you that can film for you. you're trying to get it all yourself, and we're trying to come up with ways to be able to capture that. I've gotten some GoPros here recently, and hopefully we can get those set up to show stuff like that. But when I seen Charles's comment there, I remember when he told me that. I mean, that's the second time I've seen that, but he's told me that on other videos, and so I appreciate everybody that comes in here and watches.
Foggy Mountain Man, we will never go Hollywood. We're too backwoods to go Hollywood.
Exactly.
We're not backwards. We're not backwoods. We're rednecks.
It's the same thing. Holler boys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Greg Ellison, the wife took care of me. She got me
Oh gosh.
See, I had to leave my children at home. Oh, I do want to say a shout out to, condolences to George Wagner. He's one of our faithful viewers, a good friend, and a good brother. His mother passed away this weekend.
Yeah,
and it's a bad weekend. Any time would be bad, but right here at Mother's Day, that's really awful.
Yeah,
right here at Mother's Day.
So we just want to let him know he's in our thoughts and prayers, and to hang on.
So is it Big Al or Jared? You got anything else? I'll go ahead and end this live stream. I don't want to make it too long. Don't want to bore people. I mean, we got 33 viewers. I mean, do y'all got a question for us? Something Jared could answer? Something Big Al or myself? I see.
If they do that, you may have to put it up on the screen. The only way I can see the comments is if I click the chat, and then I can't see the video itself.
Greg Allison said, "Keep a hold of that one, Jared."
I try my best.
I'm looking here. Hold on a minute. Let's see, how you doing? Just got it. Let's see y'all. Yeah, I don't see anybody come up with a question. Happy Mother's Day to all your families. I really appreciate that. My mother's been gone since 81, but Jared came over today to visit his mom. Jared's brother, my oldest son, he's in North Carolina, so I'm sure he'll text her, talk to her.
Charles, we don't do any varmint hunting. We've discussed it. We've thought about it. There's been a few times we wish we would have. But as of right now, we haven't. I have a call that I got, I think, for Christmas last year, was it? That varmint call. I've got an electronic varmint call. It was my birthday. But have not used it, and we haven't done any. But it definitely is something that probably needs to be done across the state.
Yep.
Our good buddy Brian, BK Bowhunter 1, and guys, he's got a YouTube channel, and he does real good for a guy who self-videos by himself. You need to check out his channel. I think this will be my first time really giving him a shout out, but me and him keep in contact with each other. We're friends on Facebook, belong to a couple of groups together, but he was wanting to know if y'all going to stay after those turkeys. Well, yeah. Season goes out on the 23rd.
We got what, 2 more weekends?
Yeah.
2 weekends, yeah.
So
we won't hunt the last day, because the last day is the 23rd, and that's a Sunday, and we just don't hunt Sundays.
Nope.
So this coming Saturday, I unfortunately have to work. I work one Saturday every 6 weeks or something like that, and this just happens to fall my Saturday to work. So I'll have one more Saturday to get out there. But one thing that I've tried to make known, I'm not actually really turkey hunting. I'm out there trying to video for Dad and hoping to get him a bird. I've killed one. Big Al's killed one. Dad has not. It's more important to me for Dad to get one. And if I give up my hunting, maybe we can capture the whole thing on film for all of you guys. and that way we can take you along on the hunt with us, and you can see how it unfolds. I won't guarantee anything because they very could, go quiet and pop up over the hill, and neither one of us be expecting it, and maybe not be able to get the camera on. But with me paying attention to the camera, there's a higher possibility that I'll be able to get that camera turned on and we can actually capture the whole event as it happens. So that's what I'm basically trying to focus my attention on, is videoing.
Okay. Larry Cook, you guys ever tried trapping? That's one thing we've never done.
Actually, I have.
Have you?
I used to run coon traps.
Oh, when you had Katie, wasn't it?
Yeah, years ago I used to coon hunt. I had a coon dog, and I used to trap coons. And it's something that I've gotten out of. Long story. You can actually see that story of my coon dog on the 17 deer camp video.
Oh.
I believe it is. Me and Big Al's there talking, and I'm talking about my coon dog, and I tell stories of her.
Around the campfire. Well, it was daytime. It wasn't a campfire.
Right.
It was the Saturday when we got up there, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Or it may have been the Sunday, but I'm pretty sure it was 2017. I tell the story of Katie, and that was my coon dog. She was a walker. Whenever she got killed, I just never got back into it. So, never really seen the point in trapping any more coons or anything else without a dog. So, that's not something that I've done since.
Well, I know a lot of people, Jared, and I don't know if that's what Larry was talking about. A lot of people trap, like for beaver and coons and other animals, mink and stuff like that, because there's a market in that, for the fur, fur trading market.
Right. Yeah, but I never got into it for that.
Right. And the thing is, we do so much already. We like to bow hunt, we like to squirrel hunt, we like turkey hunt, we gun season, muzzleloader season, and I used to rabbit hunt. Now, I don't think Jared ever went rabbit hunting with me. He was too little when I was rabbit hunting. And I had 2 or 3 beagles out here. I haven't done that in, I guess, almost 25, 30 years. I've got a good friend at work who's wanting me to go rabbit hunting with him up in Nicholas County. I just don't know if I want to do that, because then I may end up wanting to have some rabbit dogs. And there's just too much to have to take care of. Right. But now, Jared... Charles Gandy, I think, he says, I know you guys are big into 223. You know which ones I mean. And I know what you mean. AR-15s. I use mine a bunch for chucks, and it's very effective. We've all, except for Big Al, we've all had success with 223. Yeah, I've killed a 6-point. Jared's killed a 6-point. Now, I have one AR-15. That's in 300 blackout. And in 2017, when I killed the big 8-point, I killed a 6-point with the 300 blackout, and it's the AR platform. And, we've always talked, it's all about shot placement. Doesn't matter what caliber the bullet is. It's the shot placement and taking the time to pull off that accurate shot. But my gun of preference, though, is the old time model 700 30-06. My in-laws got me into the 30-06 when I started hunting. Of course, I didn't have one those first few years I started hunting, and finally ended up with a couple. But I do like my 223, and I do like my 300 blackout. But like I said, Jared, he killed that 6-point. And that was over on the mountain in Greenbrier County where we hunt. And
last year was the first time I actually got to hunt with hunt.
Yeah.
So
you didn't have.
I also have that AR-10 chambered in 308. that I'm at some point going to try to take out.
Yeah. Al's Outdoors is wanting to know what our plans are for the summer fishing. Yeah, we're planning to go fishing. You all followed the videos. You know that Jared and Luis had already got kayaks. Talked me into getting one. I got one.
Yeah, he was the big naysayer. He would never own a kayak. Kayaks, I'm not doing that. You'll never catch me in a kayak. We went out one time. Here he is with a kayak and all the accessories, and he has more stuff for kayaks now than we do.
And then because of the kayaks, of course, Jared was wanting to get into fishing again. We hadn't fished in probably 20, 25 years. And most all my gear was so old and everything. I know the line was. I did go ahead and clean up all the gear, took it all apart, the reels, and re-greased, put new line on it. And we do plan to do some fishing on some lakes, probably do some, not in the kayaks, but do some river fishing for catfish. That's what Jared's after. He's wanting some good catfish fillets.
Yes.
And Big Al and I had already went and done a little bit of trout fishing, but we need to get back out. But, you know, turkey season's come in and we're all busy. We all work. And so a lot of times our schedules just don't mesh together.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we do plan Al to do some fishing. Let's see here. See, Terry. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Birch. Buy a crossbow. I've already got a crossbow. I don't know how many years ago it was. I ended up with a torn rotator cuff. I couldn't even pull my Bowtech Assassin back. I couldn't even raise it up. And I had to go physical therapy and stuff. And I was one of the last to actually get the, the Class Q permit or Class Y, whichever one it is, for a crossbow. Because the next year they done away with it. And I hunted with my crossbow 1 year, and nothing against crossbows, but, you know, once you've bow hunted with a compound bow, recurve bow, or whatever, the crossbow is just not my style. Now, not saying I won't use it, but I plan on shooting a compound for as long as I can. And when it gets to the point I can't, then I'll use my crossbow that I've got.
Let's see. West Virginia Chad says, what are all your jobs? I actually work for a strip mine. I work in a warehouse. And normally I work Monday through Friday, 10.5-hour shifts. And then, like I said, about every 6th week or so, I have to work a Saturday. So with that being said, you spend that much time, 10.5 hours a day at your job. You get home, you're tired. I have about an hour drive to work and home. There's not a lot of time left in the evening time to go do anything. Then you have to set aside time for your family. So,
and that's the main thing.
When I get home, that's family time with my kids and my wife before the kids go to bed. They're about 2 years ago or whatever, I was working night shift. My daughter, she started school. The only time I seen her was on the weekends, and it made things tough once she started school. And then during hunting season, you'd go hunt and you'd feel guilty while you were in the tree stand, because the only day you might get to see her would be Saturday, because she might stay with her mama on Sunday or something like that. So it was tough to try to juggle time and get time to do stuff.
Big Al?
Yeah, I work, I work for Rivers Expedition. We're a rafting company. I work at the Welcome Center. I'm the one that checks the campers in, make sure they got everything they need. We can make sure you got firewood and all that good stuff. If you need anything, you come to me and make sure you get it and take care of you that way. My schedule is I work whenever days they need me, which is usually Monday. Monday and Tuesday I have off. The rest of the days I'm up there working. And it can go from 8 hours to 10-hour days.
And then my job, if I tell you, I have to eliminate you. Now, I do work for the state of West Virginia. I work for the Office of Mining and Reclamation. I'm a water pollution supervisor, and I work 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and 7:30 to 4. So, you know, I have plenty of time. You know, in the afternoons, especially, you know, times change now. When bow season comes in, you know, I can leave work and go straight to the woods and hunt for a couple hours, 2.5 hours. But I hope here in 16 months to be retired from that job, and then I'll try to spend more time in the woods. So I might end up overpopulating the channel with videos. Now, I just noticed Chris Harstad. Hello from Minnesota. Really enjoy your videos. Do you guys do any waterfowl hunting? Keep up the great job, guys, and God bless you all. No, we don't do any waterfowl hunting.
But waterfowl may be something that comes in.
Yeah.
I have some friends that I work with who are big time duck hunters. And they have been after me to go. So that may be something that it might not be all of us. Then again, it may be all of us. But we may get some videos of a little bit of duck hunting or something like that on here, just because, you know, they've been after me to go. And I've had a few people say that once you go duck hunting, everything else seems boring. I don't know. I haven't been. If there's any duck hunters on here, you can elaborate and tell us. There is one question here. Larry Cook, how's the new Bowtech working out for you? Well, that one's interesting. Dad has his. Me and Big Al do not yet.
Nope.
I ordered my bow the end of February, and it has not come in yet. Big Al, he ordered his
like the second week of March.
Yeah. And his isn't here yet either. So Dad is holding off really doing anything with his until we get ours. Hopefully in the next week or so, the time frame of when Dad's bow was ordered to the time he got it to when I ordered mine and now is about the same. So hopefully within a week or so, you know, my bow will be ready. And then we'll probably have another 2 weeks or so before Big Al gets his.
Right.
We're chomping at the bit. A lot of reviews for these bows are already all over YouTube. They've flooded YouTube. We were hoping to be some of the first to get them out there. But due to COVID and the demand for these new bows, we got hit with a back order.
Yeah, and Jared, you're gonna love this. Question to Chad: are you guys going to sing "Simple Man" before you sign off?
Well, I see you went back through the messages quite a far ways there. If you look, West Virginia Hunter's wife, which is my wife, she's already put "They better not" or something of that, and no, we will not be singing this go around. That is a deer camp only.
Hey, now I can bring up the video.
No, we don't need it.
Let's see here. I was scrolling down. I was having to turn the comments off, and I got behind. Big Al being quiet this evening. Brian.
Oh, I'm just letting it flow, brother.
And let's see here. Yeah, Lonnie Kaiser says, yeah, they got to sing. Yeah. Chad says a couple more beers and Jared will be singing solo. Let's see. Greg says, keep your hunting job, Jared. Do not sing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Shot placement. Oh, man, I'm way behind.
Way
yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Larry Cook put Can We Hear Country Roads instead? Not tonight.
Oh gosh. I see Audra. Audra, I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. Matney. I see she's on here, and she's as soon as bow season starts, she's commenting on every video we put out during hunting season. Glad to see you here on the live. So, we're already into 56 minutes. If nobody else has got any questions, I mean,
Well, there was a question that you missed.
Did I?
Let me see who it was that posted it. It was BK Bow Hunter. You guys put minerals out yet? No, we have not. We actually have the stuff to go ahead and start prepping our sites, but we decided not to put it out yet due to turkey season because we turkey hunt the same area. So, we quit baiting those spots right around rifle season. And we won't start baiting those spots until we're done turkey hunting. In some aspects, that's kind of bad because right now is prime time for mineral. If you're going to use mineral, you do it in the spring, right when antler development starts. That's when the deer will go after it. If you put mineral out in the fall, you're really wasting money. The deer will come to it. They will hit it a little bit, but you're wasting your money. The prime time for mineral, at least in this region where we're at, is right around the end of February through the summer. Right around August or so, the mineral really slacks off. I mean, they'll still hit salts pretty good, salt blocks and stuff like that, but a lot of that's going to be your does. When your bucks start coming out of velvet, they're not interested in minerals. At that time frame, as soon as that velvet comes off, they're looking at fatty substances and stuff like that that's going to sustain them through the rut. So they're looking for stuff that's going to build fat. They're looking for soybeans. They're looking for foods high in nutrients. A lot of people, you put corn out there, and we use corn, but corn is a candy. Corn has no nutritional value to deer. They like it because it's sweet, but as far as a nutritional value, corn's really not high up there. You're looking for beets, you're looking for soybeans, you're looking for alfalfa, you're looking for clover. I'm trying to think, is there anything I'm missing, Dad, here, food supplement wise?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. I mean, here's
turnips. They like turnips really well.
Here's a good example. When we started using Lucky Buck mineral product, their instructions for that usage almost explains everything Jared just did. In April, when they start their antler development, and Lucky Buck's good for both the does and the bucks and even the fawns, but they tell you, starting as soon as antler development starts, 1 bucket a month of that Lucky Buck mineral.
Yeah, but the one thing I'll disagree with you there, it's not April.
Well,
it's as soon as the rutting phase is over, and the rutting phase can go all the way through to January. That's why you have maybe even to the early parts of February.
So it's after antler shedding.
Right.
Whenever that may be.
It's once those hormones drop, because once those hormones drop and they're no longer interested in breeding, they're trying to replenish their bodies from everything they used up during that rutting phase. So the number one thing that they're depleted of is minerals, and they need those minerals for antler development. The one thing about Lucky Buck that really drew me to that product was that product really didn't try to emphasize, hey, we're going to get you to kill a buck. If you read that product says that not only will you have bigger racks, which everybody would like to have, but you will also have a healthier doe herd, and you will have healthier young. it gives the does, because the does are just as depleted as the bucks. They've been running from these bucks. They've had a hard hunting season where hunters have been after them. They've been in the woods disrupting them. They're depleted as well. So they need the nutrients just like the bucks do. And any good hunter taking care of the young that those does are carrying should be really your primary focus. That's the future of where you hunt, are those young. So what Lucky Buck actually does is it gives them the minerals that their bodies need to produce the milk and everything that they're going to need to carry those young. So the Lucky Buck will sustain them while they're carrying the fawns, and then it will also give them what they need to produce milk once they have the fawns. That way the fawns are given the proper nutrition to where they're healthy. And that was one of the big things with that really drew me to it. Was it wasn't just trying to draw your attention to bucks only. It's the whole herd. It's taking care of the fawns. It's taking care of the does. It's taking care of the bucks.
Well, I just know, like I said, either when the antlers fell, when the antlers dropped, or when they started developing, it said to use Lucky Buck 1 bucket per month. And then as soon as they shed their velvet, and that's, talking about bucks, as soon as they shed their velvet, then you went to 1/4 of a bucket a month through the remainder of the year until they shed their antlers, and then you started 1 bucket again. What I was getting at is when they shed their antlers, or when they shed their velvet, when they shed their velvet, they want you to cut back on the mineral, because what you were saying is when you get that far along in the stage, they're not going after that mineral like they was during the spring and the summer.
Right. They'll just hit it for what they need, which is very little. And their primary focus is on the nutrition. And then, once the rut really starts kicking in, which a lot of research has been done, and as soon as the velvet comes off, those hormone levels in the bucks start changing, and they really start moving into the rutting phase. But they try to build their bodies up, and then once they get into the rutting phase, the bucks, food's the last thing they're concerned with, and your mineral sites will go dead. You will find more raccoons and bears hitting those mineral spots in the fall. How many times have we seen, Dad, Big Al? How many times have we seen salt blocks rolled over the hill by a bear?
Oh yeah,
Salt blocks, mineral blocks.
Right, and you'll get these mineral blocks that screw onto the side of a tree, and a bear will just rip it off there. Yep. But what I told people when I used to work at Walmart and Sporting Goods was, I'd have people come in and say, these minerals don't work. They're putting them out in October. And I would tell them, I'd say, go back to those spots that you baited heavy with mineral. Go back in the spring and just look where you dumped this stuff. You will see the activity that you were looking for. The thing is mineral is not set. They don't use mineral in the fall. So these guys would come back in the spring and they'd say, hey, we went and checked and we've got a hole dug in the ground where they've been after this mineral. Exactly. Right now is when you want to put the mineral out. And that gets the deer used to coming to your spot. And then once you got the deer used to coming to your spot, you start introducing food to that area. And they're already used to getting their mineral there. They'll start eating there. Come hunting season, they've already changed their patterns to where your hunting area is now part of their natural routine. They're going to come through there, whether it's morning, noon, evening, whatever their feeding time frame is for that area. That's part of their natural movement now. So don't buy your mineral in the fall and expect to draw the deer, because that's not going to do it.
Okay, I see here, Lonnie Steele. Do you guys use X Hunt app when you hunt at camp on the mountain? Well, we don't use anything when we hunt on the mountain because when we're at camp, we have no cell phone service at all. I have Avenza maps on my phone. I have a topo of that area. The GPS of the phone works, but we have no cell service up there whatsoever. That's the one reason why a lot of people ask, with the hunting lease that we belong to and the deer that we see on our hunting leases, why do we go to camp? It's a big, simple answer. Family tradition.
It's not about the hunting. It's about the camping experience.
Right. It's a tradition that started. My father-in-law started long ago with Big Al's brothers.
Right.
And I got involved, and Big Al got involved, and Jared got involved. And, you know, when we go to the mountain, it's a getaway.
Yeah.
And like this year, the videos you've seen this year, this is what we used to do.
Oh, gosh.
Over 25 years ago.
Yeah. Because
25 years ago, we got the campsite in the campground that we're at. Jared never camped on the mountain, but this past year was his first experience camping on the mountain, where we used to park that bus. We'd drive that bus up on the mountain and park it where we had his camper.
Yep.
And but when you're up there, you have no electricity, you have no cell phone service. In that country, you're lucky to get one radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the reason why we sing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have X Hunt on that app on my cell phone, but I'm not real familiar with it. I downloaded it, I played around with it, but I'm not real familiar with it, Lonnie. So, you know, like I said, to answer your question, up at camp, no way can we use it up there because it just doesn't work. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I see you at there. You have no service when you hunt at your camp, but it's satellite tracking. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You know, I have Avenza maps, and I have the Monongahela National Forest on that program, and yeah, I mean the GPS part of it still works for us. I guess X Hunt's app is about the same way. So yeah, that is a good idea if you've got something like that to keep you from getting off on the, you know, especially if you're around private property. You know, you say you're on a hunting lease and there's private property that butts up against it. If you've got a some sort of map, that's like for our hunting lease, there is a PDF map that I can put in a Avenza map, and it's got the boundary lines marked on it. So when I see I'm getting close to that boundary line, I know to stay away from there because I could be crossing over into somebody's, you know, private property, and I don't want to have any issues. Okay, well, Big Al's going to have to leave. Yep. I know Jared stepped away for a minute. I think, you know, we've been on for an hour now, and I think it's about time that we end this. I do, again, want to congratulate Walter Strait for winning the turkey call from Run and Gun Game Calls, and Southpaw 210 Outdoors for winning the coffee mug. And like I said, I told you how to get there. Just stick around with us, watch our videos. We'll schedule more live streams later when we can think of a topic to get on with, or if we're going to have another giveaway. So from all of us, like we always say on the videos, we'll see you in the woods. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, you want